On this day, July 14th, 1789, the French Revolution begins with the storming of the Bastille. The storming of the Bastille was a pivotal event in the French Revolution and is widely considered the symbolic beginning of the revolution that ultimately led to the downfall of the French monarchy. In the late 18th century, France was experiencing severe economic hardship, political instability, and widespread discontent with the absolute monarchy of King Louis XVI. The Estates General, a general assembly representing the three estates of the realm, clergy, nobility, and commoners, had been convened in May 1789 for the first time in 175 years, but disagreements and inequities led to the formation of the National Assembly by the Third Estate or commoners. Fear of a royal crackdown on the revolutionaries began to spread, especially after the king dismissed Jacques Necker, a finance minister sympathetic to the commoners' cause. The Bastille was a medieval fortress and prison in Paris that had become a symbol of royal tyranny, even though by 1789 it held only 7 prisoners. It was not just a prison, it was a stronghold, representing the absolute and arbitrary power of the king. Crowds in Paris, already angry and desperate, stormed the Bastille seeking gunpowder and weapons stored there. After hours of conflict and negotiations, the crowd overwhelmed the defenders, many of whom were Swiss mercenaries and retired soldiers. Governor Bernard-René de Launay, who commanded the Bastille, surrendered and was later killed by the mob. The prison was torn down in the following days, brick by brick. The storming of the Bastille became a powerful symbol of the people's resistance to oppression. It inspired uprisings across France and forced the monarchy to recognize the power of the revolutionaries. King Louis XVI reportedly asked if it was a revolt and was told, "No, sire, it is a revolution." July 14th is now celebrated in France as Bastille Day, La Fête Nationale, the country's national holiday. The event did not just mark the fall of a prison, it marked the rise of the people's voice in French politics. It was a turning point that emboldened revolutionaries and set in motion profound political and social changes, including the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, and eventually, the abolition of the monarchy. Subscribe for more.